everyone, I'm Jen and today I'm going to show you how to make Fire Cider Tonic. It is September here right now and we are headed straight into cold and flu season where illness and infection is everywhere, and this Fire Cider Tonic is a really effective natural remedy to support a healthy digestive system, boost circulation, get rid of sinus congestion, and keep away seasonal infections. So it's a really great weapon to have over the winter, especially if you're somebody that's prone to getting sick a lot and prone to infection quickly. So basically what you do is you soak a lot of health boosting herbs and vegetables in vinegar over a period of time, and the vinegar actually draws out the active medicinal constituents of the plants. And there's so many recipes out there for fire cider. You can look online, Google them, there's a lot of recipes. But in the end, you're gonna have something that's antiviral and antibacterial. And it has a lot of potent antioxidants and warming spices. It really supports immunity and digestion, which is so important over the winter. If you follow me on Instagram at all, you know that I love immunity shots. I take them every couple days just to support my system. And there's two brands that I really like. The one is called Core. I have them both here with me actually. The one is called Core Wellness Shots, and the other one is called Lumi. They're both really great. This one has turmeric in, this one's more of like a ginger shot. But they can be a little bit pricey, and so what I wanted to do is just show you guys how really simple it is to make your own immunity shots right at home. What you would do then, once you have it made, when you feel a cold coming on, at the very first sign of a cold, you're going to want to take a couple tablespoons and then continue to do that over every couple hours until your symptoms disappear. So just consistently taking a couple tablespoons. All right, and guys, this is my first time making this recipe. I'm learning right alongside of you guys. I feel like some winters I wait a little too long to really get proactive about keeping our immune system strong until we're already in a vicious cycle, and then it's hard to step out of it. So this year I really want to be proactive and take the steps I need to make sure that we have a healthy winter, that we're not sick constantly, because it can be rough. I have 2 kids and the cycle is vicious. So this is my very first time making the recipe. I am learning right alongside of you guys. So let's get started. There are quite a few ingredients here, and I'll tell you what they are as we go through here. The very first thing that I'm going to start with is horseradish. So it called for like around a half a cup of horseradish root. This is my first time buying it, and it was really cool. It's really coarse. It's hard to cut, but you really want to get, of all of these ingredients, you really want to have the fresh ingredients. So you want to go for the root. And then I just have a jar here, one of those spring lid jars that we'll be tossing everything in, and hopefully everything fits. Okay, all right, so let's do the horseradish first. Just toss that in there. And again, it was about, I didn't quite measure it, but it was about a half a cup of horseradish. All right, and then we're gonna do about the same amount of ginger. And I just thinly sliced a large root of ginger. I'm gonna throw that in there next. And this tonic is really not for the faint of heart. You'll see as we put the ingredients in there. It works, but it's not for the faint of heart. All right, next we have a whole head of garlic here. And what I'm gonna do, I did this to one already just to see how loud the smack would sound on the table. All right, so we're just gonna give each one just a little smack. We don't wanna completely mash them, but what we wanna do is just release some of those amazing oils from the garlic. Let me just, lost one. Sorry, you guys. All right, here. There we go. We're just jumping all over the place. Here we go. I either don't quite smash them the whole way or I completely massacre them. So I'm figuring this out as we go. All right, so a whole head of garlic. So we had horseradish root and then ginger and now garlic. There it goes. There we go. Smash them all. Right. All right, so now we have the garlic in there, and next, it's not fire cider if you don't have some heat to it. So we're gonna do 2 small jalapenos. Actually, these aren't terribly small, but I like it spicy. Anyone who knows me knows I like my food, I like everything spicy. So what I'm gonna do with these is just cut them in half, just again to just release some of the beautiful jalapeno. We're gonna throw them in there. Cut the next one just directly in half. Another thing, you wanna buy organic ingredients. You are making a fire cider tonic to help with your immune system, but if it's loaded with pesticides, kind of defeating the purpose a little bit. I would go all organic to buy these beautiful ingredients. All right, so we have the jalapeno in there. Now we're gonna do peppercorns. I have about a tablespoon of peppercorns that I will dump in there. Just mix it around a little bit. All right, now 2 cinnamon sticks. So I have 2 beautiful cinnamon sticks here. We're just gonna stuff them in there as well. I'll give you a close-up of the jar once it's done so you can see a little bit more what it looks like. All right, so now we're gonna do half of an onion, half of a small onion. So I'm just gonna cut this little guy in half. And take the outer peel off. Okay, and then I'm gonna do about 1-inch pieces. Here. Chop. I'm gonna give this one another little chop here, and then I think we're good. All right, so we're gonna throw these in on top. You guys, I didn't even think about the fact that this might make me cry. It was a strong one. All right, I'm gonna put this strong onion over here, get away from my eyes. All right, so horseradish, ginger, garlic, jalapenos, peppercorns, cinnamon sticks, and half of an onion. And now we're gonna do a lemon. So this is an organic lemon. And first what I'm gonna do is just roll it just to release some of those really wonderful juices. And again, kind of the same idea. We're gonna do about 1-inch pieces of the lemon. There we go. All right, it's about 1-inch pieces of the lemon. We'll throw that in there. Okay, and now we have rosemary. So I have a couple sprigs of rosemary, and we'll just stuff them in the side of the jar here. This is actually gonna look really pretty, guys. It's quite beautiful. All right, so we have the lemon, and now we're gonna do the orange. So I got a nice orange here, and we're just gonna do a half of the orange. It depends. The recipe that I am going after, her jar was pretty much completely full by now, so if I have enough room, I'll probably stick the rest of the orange in there. And again, about 1-inch pieces of this orange. Let's chop that up. All right. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have enough room for the rest of this orange, so we're just gonna go for it. And before I put this orange in, the very last ingredient besides the vinegar that I'm going to use, it wasn't in the recipe, but I love turmeric. I love the anti-inflammatory properties of turmeric, and so I wanted turmeric in my fire cider. So I bought, my first time buying the root, and it's beautifully golden orange. I love it. So we're going to stick that in here. I just, I peeled it, and then I just cut nice thin slices of the turmeric. And I'll put that in here in between our 2 layers of orange. All right, so here's the rest of the orange. I think that pretty much fills it up. We have a little space in there yet, but I think we're good. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. You want the raw, unfiltered vinegar. And we'll pour 2 cups in here, and ideally you want all of your ingredients covered by the vinegar. So I'll see if I need to add more, I will, depending. So pretty. I don't know why I'm trying to do this with my left hand. Switch here. Go. Yep, I'm gonna need more vinegar. So we're just gonna keep pouring until all of it is covered. There we go. So I needed about 3 cups of vinegar, which is great because they'll have more tonic. I might just need to let it sit a little longer than it said, because I have a little bit more in here. All right, so everything's covered properly. I'm just gonna push everything down, make sure everything's completely absorbing the vinegar. And then I'll close the lid. And I have one of these spring lids. One of the things I will point out, if you're using a lid that has any kind of aluminum, you're going to want to put parchment paper down first. The aluminum and the vinegar can kind of have a reaction and give a little bit of a distasteful taste to your fire tonic, which does not sound very good. So just make sure, mine is plastic and it has the rubber here, so I think it's going to be great. We'll just close this baby up. Alrighty, I'm done. So now what you're going to want to do is let it set for about 3 to 6 weeks. And just so it can absorb everything, and the vinegar can pull out all of the beneficial oils and everything from the herbs and the vegetables, and then you're ready to go. The very last thing that you will want to do then, the vinegar itself is going to be a little abrasive when it's finished, as you can tell, because we put a lot of really strong ingredients in there. So to kind of cut that, you can put some raw unfiltered honey to kind of just balance the taste out a little bit. So I bought some. That's what I'm going to be doing. Honey in itself, raw unfiltered honey in itself, has so many great qualities. It's so good for you. So that's an added bonus. So after it's done setting for a couple weeks, you're going to take a nice big glass or measuring cup, and you're going to filter it with a strainer and just press all the ingredients so you can get all of those really wonderful juices out of it. And then just put 1/2 cup to 1/3 cup of raw honey in there and stir it up, and you're ready to go. I wish I had it here to take a shot with you guys, but I don't. Again, it's my first time making the recipe. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up of this beautiful jar. You're gonna wanna just set it somewhere on your counter, preferably somewhere just a little dark. Just set it away, and every day just shake it a little bit, if you remember, just to get all of that nicely absorbed. And that's it, guys. That's how you make fire cider vinegar, fire cider shots. All right, I hope that was valuable to you guys, and let me know if you make it and if you love it. I know some of my friends have a little bit of a hard time. It's really strong, but I think the benefits far outweigh a little distasteful flavor. I love the flavor. I love anything spicy, so I'm down for this. Very excited. Thanks, guys. Please share the video, and we'll see you next time.